I've been blessed to be able to go into my 14th season, and each year I try to find ways, like Rob mentioned, to be able to uplift and make my teammates better around me. And AD and Brian are friends of mine first, um, and me being their teammate, my job is to come in and uplift them, and they do the same with me, vice versa. And as the season prolongs, we will figure it out. There will be ups, there will be downs, and that's normal. That's okay. But we will figure out how to play the best way that we want to play to be able to win a championship.
The Los Angeles Lakers offseason probably got the most media coverage of any NBA team this year. Actually, not probably. They definitely got the most media coverage of any NBA team. And partly because they're the Lakers. They're like the Cowboys of the NBA. Regardless of what's going on with them, they're always going to be in the media because that name alone brings in views, brings in clicks. But also because the Lakers revamped their entire team outside of LeBron and AD. This year, the Lakers basically decided to take everything they had, took it out, bring in new pieces, bring in pieces that fit the play style of mainly LeBron more, but AD as well. They brought back familiar faces from the championship team, a familiar face from an old Lakers team. They brought in some young talent that you wouldn't expect to go on a Lakers team to chase a ring, depending on how you feel about it. And they brought in a veteran who has been rumored to be going to the Lakers for years now. I don't know why I'm speaking in fucking riddles because if you're watching this video, you know what the Lakers did. They traded for Russell Westbrook, traded Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, KCP to the Washington Wizards for Russell Westbrook. I believe the draft pick was traded there as well. Uh, that was the first domino in the Lakers offseason. Immediately people started thinking, oh, it's just a super team. It's just not a super team. And I'm not necessarily going to touch on that in this video because I quite frankly don't care. But obviously that's going to be a conversation going into this season. Another part of the conversation will be, does Russell Westbrook necessarily fit with LeBron and AD, considering the lack of spacing that he brings, him needing to have the ball in his hands, along with LeBron needing to have the ball in his hands. I know people say great players always find ways to make it work or adapt. Maybe that'll be the case, but the best version we've seen of Westbrook and on Westbrook teams is where Westbrook is surrounded by spacing and he's able to do what Westbrook does best, and that's attack the basket. LeBron doesn't really provide much spacing either. He's a better shooter than Westbrook is, but that's not saying much. LeBron, obviously, we haven't seen LeBron be off ball much throughout his career, but I'm not expecting that to start now. Maybe it will. Maybe LeBron will move to the power forward position, allowing AD to play more center. Westbrook will have the ball in his hands. Or maybe Westbrook is not only all-star slash superstar addition, but insurance policy. We know LeBron likes to, take it easy in the regular season and turn it up for the playoffs. But in my opinion, AD hasn't been that guy that he's supposed to be when joining the Lakers. He's supposed to be, in a position to take over this team as LeBron is getting older. And it seems like that hasn't been the case. LeBron has still had to carry most of the load for the team, so to speak. So maybe adding Westbrook will, well, not maybe, but I think it will um, allow LeBron to take more of a backseat if he wants to and relax a bit. So when it's ready to turn up for the playoffs, he's more healthy, he's well rested, and not only can he do that while being healthy and well rested, they would still have played together throughout the season. They still have a chemistry. So, it's not like LeBron missed a lot of time during this upcoming. Hopefully he doesn't, but it probably won't be like LeBron missed a lot of time due to injury because he couldn't take it light because obviously they didn't have enough pieces on the team. Speaking of them having pieces on the team, Westbrook was not the only player they added. Like I said, they revamped the entire team. They added Carmelo Anthony, which was another player rumored to be going to the Lakers for quite some time now, just like Westbrook. We know him and LeBron have always wanted to play together. So now we have that. Obviously, most NBA fans would like to see Melo win a ring. I would as well, even though I don't like the Lakers. So, but I'm not being biased here. A lot of people would like to see Melo win a ring. I think Melo can bring a lot to this team. I would say veteran leadership, but most of the players on this team are veterans. So who the fuck are they leading? You see what I'm saying? Speaking of veterans, they added Dwight Howard and Rajon Rondo, who were on that 2020 Lakers championship bubble team. I doubt Rondo gets a lot of playing time. He might. Who knows? I'm pretty sure Westbrook and LeBron will be sharing a lot of the point guard responsibilities, maybe in the occasion where LeBron is sitting a game or taking a game off, load management, if you will. Those minutes will, not all of those minutes, but a lot of those minutes will go to Rondo. They also have added, well, before we get to that, they added, like I said, they added Dwight Howard, who may or may not start at center. I'm not necessarily sure. He may or may not start at center. They actually added DeAndre Jordan as well, I believe. I believe that is official. They added DeAndre Jordan. I guess they want a bit of athleticism. Obviously, DeAndre and Dwight aren't as athletic as they used to be, but I'm pretty sure they can still get the job done next to an Anthony Davis. I don't agree because I would like Anthony Davis to play more center. We keep hearing things about, oh, Anthony Davis wants to play more center, but every time I look around, the Lakers are signing more centers. So what's really the case? I'll believe it when I see it. Another veteran that they signed, I mentioned, was on a previous Lakers team, was Trevor Ariza. Perfect for this team. Defense, veteran, knows what it takes to win. Like I said, I believe he won a championship with Kobe and Powell's Lakers. He could sit in the corner all goddamn day on offense and knock that shot down. That's what Trevor Ariza does best on offense. Young players that they signed, a point guard, Kendrick Nunn from the Miami Heat. His rookie year, he was in the rookie of the year running, but ever since then he's fallen off, whether that has to do with work ethic, lack of minutes, more people showing out, like a Tyler Hero on the Miami Heat and those minutes going to them. But obviously the Miami Heat weren't interested in bringing him back, and he went to the Lakers. I'm not sure what minutes he'll get. Will he get more minutes over Rondo? I'm not sure. I would think so, just because, I feel like Kendrick Nunn, even though he's small in stature, I wouldn't say he doesn't need the ball in his hands, but he can be more effective off the ball than a Rondo can, in my opinion. But you also would want a guy like Rondo to run the offense, which I don't believe Kendrick Nunn is really capable of. Another young player that they added was Malik Monk, who the Charlotte Hornets did not bring back since they had a plethora of guards. They had Terry Rose. They still have Terry Rozier, LaMelo Ball, who was the Rookie of the Year. They had Devontae Graham, who ended up going to the Pelicans, and they let Malik Monk go because they also drafted James Bouknight. I was not expecting Malik Monk to go to the Lakers on such a cheap deal. I wasn't sure if it was a ring chasing thing. My boy Pierre, aka Pee Wee the Plug, kind of mentioned it like, I want to prove my worth kind of thing. And that kind of makes sense. Like if you go on a team that isn't really good and you're trying to prove your worth, it's like, oh, hey, I could score on a losing team. That's not really telling teams anything. But if you go on a team where you can contribute to a championship team and play your role, that says a lot. He could have done that on a lot of teams, not just the Lakers, but I get it. The Lakers wanted him. Why not? You understand what I'm saying? So they also added Sharpshooter Wayne Ellington, which I think personally is the best addition they've added for the offseason. Wayne Ellington is one of the best shooters in the league. Putting him with Westbrook and LeBron is a perfect fit. He has to start on this team. I don't think there's a scenario where Wayne Ellington doesn't start. There's no reason Wayne Ellington shouldn't start. Like I said, one of the best shooters in the league. All he has to do is spot up, shoot, and knock down his shots. There's no reason he cannot do that. They lost Alex Caruso, but they lost Alex Caruso to the Bulls. But like I said, all of these new pieces that they've added, they're a completely different team. They re-signed Taylor Horton Tucker. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting anyone. As far as the losses, they also lost Markieff Morris, Ben McLemore, Dennis Schroeder, who was asking for an insane amount of money that he blew away, but now he's with the Celtics. I don't think they lost much, but they gained a lot. And that's kind of a theme, since that's the same thing I said about the Knicks in the previous video. But I have high expectations for the Lakers this year. I'm not sure there's anyone in the West who really matches them. Maybe the Phoenix Suns, if they continue to build on what they did last season. I would like to see that matchup again in the playoffs with both teams healthy, since obviously the Lakers weren't healthy last year in the first round against them, hence why that series went so quick. But I would love to see a healthy series between the two. Like I said, I don't think there's anyone in the West that matches the Lakers, but who knows? You never know. NBA is a crazy league. Anything can happen. A team can come out of nowhere that you don't expect. But if you're a Lakers fan, if you're not a Lakers fan, let me know what you thought about the Lakers offseason and the upcoming season down in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to ding the notification bell so you know when the 30 Days of Hoops videos are releasing. Never know when your team video is coming out. But until tomorrow, I'll let y'all next time. Peace.